All right, well, just got this thing off the tow truck today. Got to wait on my calipers to come for that. So I have them hung up, but bought this for $2,000, non-running. He said it ran, but it wouldn't start. So problem was, so far, it looks like it was the battery terminals were super corroded. It should start now. Before it would sometimes start. He never got it to start, but I did. Let's see. Does it start? Let's see. I cleaned the terminals, charged battery. He had the battery disconnected for half a year. And you can tell it sat for half a year. I had to get the rust off the rotors by driving it up and down my road once I got it to start. And key fob needs a battery. So you set it in there on the pad and boom. Yep. So those terminals were the problem, and I think they were because they were so bad. All right, it's next day. Just kind of gonna show everything about this car. It's definitely cleaner. I washed it. It was pretty dark out. I couldn't really see what I was doing. But what is that? Like probably buffed out. Doesn't feel like it's anything too much. So I was looking it up. Apparently these cars are known for paint chips because the paint's pretty thin on these. This is not for this. I need to get one of these for this though. There's paint chips all over it, man. Like it's, and like you get up close to spots and it's just like peeling. But yeah, apparently it's a common thing with Focus STs. I don't know. Thin paint. This area has been repainted though. You can see stuff in the paint. And I knew that's been repainted because there's red down there. And this door is red underneath. Which is, I'm not sure why. There's no accents on it unless they didn't report it. But yeah, then you can see all that, which sucks. And then, otherwise it's not bad. Like, it's a pretty straight car. There's one dent on the other side. Missing this, but I would assume that's got to be cheap, right? You can tell it's a Southern car. There's clear coat peeling in spots on the wheels. The headlights definitely need work, which I'm going to do. What's going on there? Oh, just peeling in there from the sun, probably. But yeah, otherwise the only dent on the car is that, which sucks. But here's the interior. It's actually pretty clean. 130,000 miles. I'm gonna go get me a paint pen for this if I can find one. And then I'm gonna look online. I already ordered the valve cover that I need, the aluminum red valve cover, because this one's really cracked and the coil pack just falls out, which is not good. That's part of my running or my issue. I'm not sure what that is. And then I'm gonna order that trim piece. But I already ordered the valve cover because that's a necessity. I'm gonna run to the store quick and grab some spark plugs for when that valve cover comes this week. I can do the plugs too. It's got new LED fogs, which is nice. It's really honestly not bad. It needs some love, needs to be driven. So what I'm gonna start with is an oil change, that valve cover, spark plugs, and probably gonna have to order that camshaft sensor because it's probably soaked in oil from that being so bad. It's not sealing anything. So I got a lot to do today. Went to open this door the other day when I was cleaning the interior. Still stinks in here, by the way. Went to open this door and it won't reshut. This lock in here broke. So that sucks. So I had to order a new mechanism, and that's a pain of a job to do. The whole door card has to come off. The glass has to come out. Just a nightmare of a stupid job for a poor design lock. And these Focuses are known for it, or these Fords are. I upgraded to aluminum because the previous owner, when they did the timing and everything, they must have snapped that. These, you don't, because if you over torque these, it'll break easily. So that's broken, and they tried to use some really disgusting looking stuff, which is not good. That could also fall in the motor. So that's all broken, and that's definitely not good. Number two, I've been chasing a cam. It's got like 3 or 4 camshaft position B sensor codes, which is the exhaust side. This would be your intake side, and then you have your exhaust side is under here, as you can see it right there. I never thought to look, but I've been chasing this and it's got an ECM code with it because that's all going haywire. When I first got it, these were so corroded in green and white, the terminals, that it would only start once in a while. And he thought it was the starter, so he sold it dirt cheap, paid $2,000 for it, which is crazy. While I'm digging around, that rear cam sensor is not plugged in. So what are the odds they forgot to plug it in, or what? That'd be amazing, but I got to take that tubing off to find the plug. And because it's only throwing that bank cam codes. So I was like, oh my God, is it out of time? I've been freaking out. Did he just get it out of time just a hair? Because you have to lock the flywheel in place and the motor in place when you crank the bolts down. Otherwise that cam will turn when you're tightening them, and then it will be just a smidge out of time because it's not hitting boost fully. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But when it does, it fully hits. So I kind of acted like, oh, it's out of time because they just did that job. New head studs, head gasket, timing chain, guides. I have all proof of that. So I thought maybe he messed up. I'm not out of the woods yet. He still could have messed up, but they seemed pretty good about it. They had the Ford timing kit tool, which he sent me with this, which is kind of weird. He had a bunch of stuff labeled, but they forgot to plug in that cam sensor, or they didn't plug it in for a reason, but I don't believe that. Maybe they broke it off, the pigtail, which would really suck, but we're gonna figure that out. I'm really that helps me that that's not plugged in because I've been tweaking out about it. And it stinks so bad inside here. Like, I cleaned it, but it stinks. When I picked it up, it was sitting in his field in the country for 6 months, or all through the winter and then this summer, so longer, not touched. You could tell by the outside. I should have gotten pictures. There was like hay and grass and lawn clippings all over it and under it, and the rotors were pure brown, still are, because it hasn't really been driven. What in the world is that bug? But yeah, it is disgusting. And there was mouse crap inside of it, and like the glove box and the cup holders, and just, you can imagine the smell. This should not be smelling like that. It's not a farm rig. It's got its issues. Notice this is broken. It kind of sucks. All the lights work. It's got this cheapy exhaust that I hear a leak underneath it. This door has cracking on it, which sucks. None of that was in the pictures, but for $2,000, you can't really complain, right? It's got 130K on it. All that work done. It's got a Reman transmission in it. I don't know if it's Reman or new, but there's paperwork for a transmission a couple years ago. Not a lick of rust on this thing. It's a Southern car, so I mean, can't complain for $2,000. But there's little things here and there, like the paint on it around stuff is not great. Apparently that's a Focus thing, thin paint. I've had it running a lot though, trying to figure out issues. Coolant hasn't dropped. They might not have filled it up quite full when they redid it, but it hasn't moved at all, so that's good. Yeah, man, this is just not good. I'm glad I ordered that. It should be here today. This is the cam sensor. It is not plugged in. Here's one. Look at this. Huh. It can't be that easy, right? It cannot just be that. No shot. I'm gonna plug this. I'm gonna put that back on and see if that did anything. All right, I have the codes deleted. Let's see what the heck happens here. Sounds the same so far. Let it warm up. Yeah, I know. I don't know. Let's go see. Anything different? It sounds the same. No, that's definitely more turbo noise. Got some goodies for it. Yeah, I'm using O'Reilly's oil. I don't care. I've always used this stuff on flip vehicles and it always works good. As long as it's full synthetic, 5W30, I don't really care. Receipt. Got a new cabin air filter because it was full of mouse crap. Vacuumed in there, cleaned in there. Gonna put this in right now. Got new Motorcraft plugs and a Wix. All right, it's actually very straightforward. I'm not really showing it. I'm just kind of showing what I'm doing. There's way better videos on how to do it, but it's literally just pop this panel off. There's like 3 Torx bits. Then you got to get in here. You don't even have to take the glass off. Everyone online takes the glass off. I don't know why. I just unbolted this and just slid it over just a little bit, the 3 bolts. That's it. Just got to take the outside door handle off. There's a bolt through here, through there, straight in a Torx, a T20. You just got to loosen it. You don't got to take it all the way out. Where is it now? I don't know. It's on one of my pieces. And there's a Torx on the outside of here, and you pop that off. Take your 3 out here. Comes right out. Here's the old one. I'm guessing it's all broken inside. Now I just got to transfer it to transfer my new one onto here. All right. Well, door handle's working. Got the entire interior out because I came back. There was 2 baby mice in my garage last night under my car. There was mouse shit in here when I got it. So I was like, okay, there's mice coming out of this thing. Come out here after doing all this work and there's a mouse on the floor in here, a baby one crawling. So I got rid of that. And also getting the interior out. I can't do it, man. I have a huge germaphobe thing and holy crap. There's an SD card. All right, well, if anyone's this far in the video and invested in where the mouse nest is, I have torn this thing apart. I've looked in behind the grill from underneath. I've looked everywhere. I pulled the air box, cleaned it, looked in here. It's not in there, which is where it usually is. So I took that apart. The wheels are out, the interior's out. Man, I don't like mice. I've looked everywhere. It's dirty. As you can see, it was sitting for 6 months at a farm. But I've looked behind all this, underneath it, in and out. Nothing. Where are these mice coming from that I keep finding? And they're alive. Thank God. I'm glad I'm not chasing a dead mouse. That would stink. So I will not be going a toxic route here. I don't even know if the mom's still in here. I haven't heard anything. I know they're quiet, but usually you can hear their little feet. So far 3 about this big have come out over the last 2 days. That's why I'm chasing this. I found the nest. It's annoying. And these carpets are just disgusting, man. I lifted up the other side and this rail is clear inside of it, but look at this. That appears to be a nest in there. Yep, for sure. This side has all the mouse shit in it. Oh, so I'm going to fold this carpet up the best I can. The other side's all clean underneath the carpet, so it's definitely this side, and that's why. I don't know how I get in there to vacuum that out, honestly. I just jumped like a little bitch. Came right out of that nest. And no, I'm not killing them like that. I'm putting them over by the field. All right, waited about 10 minutes after I was in there vacuuming the mouse nest out, and I literally seen 4 of them right in my face looking at me. They better get out, man. That's all I can say is they better get out. Oh, look, there's one. Oh, there's 2. Are they sleeping? Oh, I feel bad. They're babies. And there was another one over there, and I'm pretty... The nest was in here. I was using a screwdriver to scoop it out through the hole. Through those access holes on the side and vacuum it. I feel bad, man. They're babies. Those are the same ones that came out of it overnight that were on the floor under my car. And then there was one in here today, which is what caused me to tear it apart. I feel bad, man. I was just about to say, I'm coming out here to kill them. I know it's not nice, but you know, there's already a dead one over there that when I got him out of the car this morning, I put him on the ground. He started running, but he turned around and started running back for it. So I kind of went whoop, and it killed him. I didn't mean to. So I guess I don't want to show you guys that. You can kind of see him there. So got peppermint oil for once they're fully out. I don't know when they're going to be out. Man, got babies in here. All right, well, it's raining out. Next morning, rained all night. But last night, me and my mom teamed up and we got the mice out. And she has the babies in there. I guess one of her friends wants to come get them and rehome them at their country, out in their country, I guess. I don't know. I would have just dispatched them, but Yeah, ended up getting 5 total out. And it sat all night with peppermint oil in it and traps and some food. None of it was touched, so they're gone. And that's the only ones we were seeing left were those 2 left that are in there. All right, so the new one came. It came with new gaskets, but they're junk on them. Cheap. They're cheap. So I put Felpro, new Felpro gaskets on it. That's what it has for head gasket and exhaust gaskets. See, the timing chain is new, so that's good. You didn't lie about that. Cams look good. Yeah, everything looks pretty good. I mean, this was leaking real bad, this part of the old valve cover, so it was getting water in there. As you can see, all the moisture. And that spark plug is full of water, which is not good. So I'm glad I'm doing this. I just drained the oil because I'm putting new oil in it, so I'm glad I did that. Have not put new oil in it yet, which is also, I'm also glad I did not do that. But yeah, it was a little bit of a fight because the seal on this solenoid was literally seized to it, rock hard. So it took me like 20 minutes of fighting with PB Blaster. I got the surface cleaned up. Now it's time to just put the new one on. All right, so I don't even know what this video was. I think it was basically me chasing mice and now doing this. Got the wheels done, they look pretty good. Got the rear off. Gonna start washing those. But I think she's looking pretty good. There's the old junk valve cover. It was all broken. That was a huge win on me to order that valve cover to do. Cleaned underneath the carpets really good, and now I have to vacuum and clean the top of them. And it will be good enough. But yeah, hey, it doesn't even smell like mice in there anymore, just after getting that nest out, which is crazy. And the mice themselves, actually, too. But feeling pretty good, confident. Did the oil change, started it. Come on. Did the oil change and started it, and it's kind of making like a ticky tappy noise from over here. Like, I think it's from that. It feels like, because it pulsates really hard when I touch it, and it wasn't doing that before, so I'm not sure. But it runs good. Oil's perfectly full. It looks better. I feel better that it's cleaned up underneath the valve cover. Just want to make sure it's not leaking anywhere. Doesn't seem like it. Ran it for about 10 minutes. Topped the coolant off. It was already pretty much full, but yeah, everything looks pretty good. So I don't know. It's like a buzzing tapping noise. That almost sounds like valve train, but it's not. It's coming from like this thing. I don't know what that is. Yeah. Pretty good.